Tribe up one more time with me. Great day, welcome to the House of Cons. I'm Blackjack. Salute to the Patreon family. Do me a favor, hit the like. I hope everybody doing good. We chilling on Sunday night. You know, we chilling on Sunday night. Everybody wrapping up the weekend. I know a lot of people getting ready for work tomorrow. Starting all kind of late. The night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, but it's all good. You know, life goes on. We always gonna have to go to work, ain't we? But yeah, I decided to pop off with a show on the Patreon. I did have the show scheduled to be earlier at first, but I got caught up busy taking care of some stuff I got to take care of around the house, so I had to pop off the show a little bit later. But anyway, it's Sunday, March 31st, 2024. And the title of the night's show is Black Americana. The title I'm using, it comes from a specific search category that we're gonna get into. But before we get into that search category, and one time for everybody that's been supporting the house, salute to everybody that's been supporting on the Patreon. Salute to all the support that come in on the Cash App. Salute to James Logan for the last Cash Out donation. We appreciate all support. 203 Low Game dropping Cash Out support. We appreciate you. If you want to support the house, we got the Cash App at the top of the screen. Cash.app/$ House of Cons. But we're going to get into this show tonight about Black Americana. Got a good bit of information lined up. But before we get into that information, I want to start off with the thumbnail. I want to take a look at that thumbnail one more time from a third eye point of view, not a bird eye point of view. And if you've seen this before, let me know in the comment section. You know, if you've seen this image before, let me know if it's something new for you. If you have not seen it before, you can let me know that also. Because as you know, I always like to bring new stuff. I always like to try to bring something that people ain't seen before. Well, we examining this image on my thumbnail from a third eye point of view, and it's clearly the Naga. Salute, Tribe Up. Hey, salute to Bantuan in the house, Tribe Up. Salute to Bantuan on the Patreon family. Salute to you, my brother. We got the image of the Naga up on the screen. Bantuan, you ever seen this image before? Let me know if you've seen this image before, Bantuan. Well, we got the Naga on the screen. He got on the red, white, and blue feathered loins, feathered loin cloth for loin covering. It appears to be red, white, and it looks kind of green or turquoise, but that's actually blue. It's probably just some video editing that they tried to do. They might actually try to cover up the fact that it's red, white, and blue, but they got it looking kind of turquoise. But if you really search the image, which we're gonna take a look at, that is really blue. And he also has his feather headdress on. Looks like he's blowing a horn on this image, but it's clearly the Naga, the American Indian, the indigenous American. It's clearly the Khan. And Bantuan, you say this one new to you? Well, okay, I'll salute. I'm glad I was able to show you something new, because you know I feel like when everybody let me know I'm giving them something new, and I feel like it was at least worth our while. You know, it's some value to it that someone was, even if it was only one person, was able to be exposed to something that they never saw before, and especially when it's pertaining to our ancestors in our history as indigenous Americans. But we looking at that image, it's clearly the Khan, man. He dark as all outdoors. He dark as my elder brother.
Darkness, everybody, darkness is spreading.
And he got his feather headdress on. We gonna go to where I got this image from, because we is on the Patreon episode, and we reveal our sources here. You know, we've been slacking off on the public live streams. We've been saying we're gonna rock out with the Patreon, because I appreciate all the support. I'm y'all humble servant. But let's get into where this image comes from. I'll put it up real quick. And it reveals a lot. You know, a lot of people are unaware of this information because they try their best to hide it. And like I say, even when it's exposed, they try to change the color on the image and everything. They got all kind of tactics to try to keep the lie going. But right here, we're on www.gymmedia.de/arrow something. I have to put it's a long ass website. It's a foreign website. I had to translate it in English. It's a German website. It says preview German championship in Eisenberg. Let's scroll on down. And here's our guy. So you can see that's actually red, white, and blue. The blue is actually similar to the blue that's on his shield. It's red, white, and blue. Not red, white, and green or red, white, and turquoise. It's red, white, and blue, which is very revealing. I mean, you can clearly see he's an American Indian in his feathered headdress. He has the gold bangles around his arms, his upper biceps, like we often see. He even has some kind of neck choker on, gold choker on him. He's blowing it like a horn. So it's clearly an American Indian. The red, white, and blue is clearly a representation of America. That's why I don't even believe that. I believe those were always our colors, red, white, and blue, because we got so many different birds, exotic birds in America, and we was always peoples of the feather. I believe that red, white, and blue was actually an Indian thing, and they stole it because I got so many examples of the indigenous Americans with red, white, and blue feathers on. I believe they actually stole our stuff like they steal everything else. But yeah, that's where this image comes from. Let's read about it. It said almost 400 athletes from all parts of Germany and all performance classes have announced their attendance. Hundreds of spectators are expected for the German championship titles. Defending champion Janka Dobner from SV Hal will start as the favorite in the women's race. In the men's singles, Laszlo Kotos will try his hand at singles for the first time in the couples category. Okay, so they're talking about some sports event. They say landmark of the city. They call him an Eisenberg Moor. Now, we've been getting into this Moor conversation on some previous live streams. Just because they call you a Moor don't mean that's what you are. Just because they call you a nigger don't mean that's what you are. They call you a savage. That don't mean that's what you are. They call you all kind of classifications. So this is not like I spoke on earlier live streams. There's no nation that's called Moor. Moor is not an identity. Moor is not a nationality. Moor does not mean melanated people. Anybody that thinks Moor means melanated people, they have yet to learn about the white Moors or the Badin, the Badane. So if you haven't understand the study of the white Moors or the Badin, and you see this, you will automatically think that relates to you. But you know, at the same time, we call ourselves niggas, and that may be a reference to negus or negus when we reference a king. But a Moor, that's not who you are just because someone else called you that. Hey, Bantuan say turquoise, Iroquois equals original copper people. All that glitter ain't gold. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. That turquoise is our stuff too. But it just to me they was trying to deceive you on this coloring for a reason in relationship to America. Because when you see the feathers are red, white, and blue, when you see the Naga, you clearly understand it's American Indian. But if they want to have some kind of plausible deniability, they might remix it, change. Slightly. Even the red is not pronounced on this image. The red look a little more. It seemed like somebody clearly tried to alter the color slightly. They just tried to fade down the color a little bit. But it is red, white, and blue. But this is an amazing image. I would love to have something like this in my front yard. Images like this, it made me proud to be a con. It made me proud to be an American, man. Because this image is clearly not a derogatory image, which some idiots would believe it was. They would say this is racist, this is a derogatory. But actually, I think this is in celebration of a con. I mean, when you look at it, this is a nice statue. I wish I could get it remade. This is dope. Look at his shield. I never seen an African with a shield like that. So they want to say every Naga is an African. They want to say Then they turn around and tell you where they know they and then the crazy thing about it, they know for a fact that every Naga is not an African. That's why they'll say stuff like to you know to the when you say, well, hold up, man, every Naga is not an African. To override that, they'll say, well, everybody came from Africa, which is a lie, a racist lie.
Big dummy.
A evolution, Darwinism, racist lie to trick you out your land. They want to tell you came from a monkey, but that ain't what God said. That ain't what the Most High said. The Most High never told you. I don't care what religion you believe in. The Most High never told you came from a monkey. So for you to believe a scientist that you came from a monkey, you can't believe in the Most High, no matter what religion you claim. If you believe because in order to believe all people came from Africa, at the same time you're saying all people came from a monkey. It all go together. And I don't believe any of that. I know, I don't just believe, I know I'm the bloodline of Jacob, the son of Jacob, the biblical patriarchs, or some would call the Old Testament. Well, yeah, that's where this image comes from. This image is in Germany. It's actually a landmark. So it can't, if it's a landmark of the city, then you know it's not derogatory. And they didn't say much about it on this particular article. There are other articles about it, but I just want to give you guys a reference to where it came from. It's in Germany. And you know, you can dig into that a little more if you like. But I might even present another live stream showing a little bit more about that. But I want to dig into something a little more on this one. Like I say, the title of the episode is Black Americana. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, hold up, Black Jack, you calling us black. You're going to say, Black Jack, we ain't black. I know we're not black. I know that's, our ancestors even considered that as derogatory, but I'm just using the search title, and I retitle my video the same title of the search that I do sometimes. And the searches of this web page called Card Cow, where Card Cow is a collector site, and the thing indeed that they're collecting is old postcards and stuff like that, collector's items that's they're very old. And some of them are worth money. You know, they look at that as historical because they're of a different era. So on this cardcow.com website, if you search the Black Americana section, and then they put, oh, when we say Black Americana, we mean African Americans, because it ain't no indigenous black people from America. Wink, wink. You get it? they gotta put their disclaimer. They gotta put their disclaimer in there. Black Americana. What does that mean? You mean it's some black Americans that's indigenous to America? No. In the parentheses, we mean African Americans. Oh, I get it. Y'all mean African Americans. Yeah, that's funny. They always gotta put a disclaimer. No, the cards are not called African Americans. They're called Black Americana. We don't need you to interject and explain to us that mean African Americans. No, it don't. We don't need your hijack lie. See, they always trying to interject. They always have to put in disclaimers and in parentheses and try to tell us what something means. I know what Black Americana mean. It does not mean African American. It means indigenous American. And we can look at some of these cards of Black Americana. Some people would say they're racist. Well, some people would say, indeed, some of them are racist, but they'll say some of them are actually a celebration. So it's going to be a mixture, all of them in this search. So we're going to take a look at some. And it's talking about Black Americana, indigenous Americans, not Africans. Let's see. Dancing in Charleston. And some of these, like, this is available for sale. And if you click on it, if you click on the postcard, it'll give you some details about it. Let's see, this is a postcard from North Carolina. And it's called Dancing to Charleston. So it's from Charleston. It's about Charleston. And look who it has, and does it have a date? It has the Nagas. See what date it has. And click on one of the other images. Dancing to Charleston in the Carolina Low Country. How old is the postcard? Let's see. Is it dated? Sometimes you'll find a date on some of these. And they got, like they said, they have different information about them in the description. You just have to look for them. All right, so that's one. Let's click on some more. But some of these are very telling about your history, and it's racism involved. Is the variety is the spice of life. That one's selling for $25. A black and white child from the Peggy Hawksworth collection. Let's have the date. All right, OCR text. Dancing to Charleston. Let's see what this one says. It has the date on this one. We're gonna get it. Some of these are very telling, and I'm gonna show you why I say that. So this one from 1910. Yeah, from 1910. This was copywritten in 1910. So this one is 114 years old. All right. So as you look at these, like I say, this is Black Americana, not African Americana. Black Americana. I'm gonna stroll through some because I want to show you some stuff about some of these. Like I say, there's some racism involved. They got this, his last prayer. I seen this one, the old black Joe. Look, they eating watermelon. Ain't going to be no Ryan eating watermelon. They got alligators about to attack him. Who's that say chicken? Look how they spell chicken. You all can have the rind. Let's skip through some of these. I just want to show you some what this entails. We ain't gonna look at every single one of them, but it's some of them. I've looked at the majority of them. It's some of them that's got some very revealing details for you. That tells a lot about who you are and that you didn't come from Africa. But you just gotta this is part of the research I do. I look at stuff like this. And a lot of people ask where I get my images from. Well, I get my images from a lot of sources. And when you're doing this kind of research, you got to be open to these different sources. You can't just expect to find everything in one place. You got to look at some of everything. You got to study the history with a fine-tooth comb. They call them 6 African American children. I bet when this was made, the word African American didn't even exist. That's some title somebody imposed on that. Skip through some more. 2 children with a donkey, 4 boys eating watermelon. Yeah, the watermelon and chicken jokes they loaded with that, and the alligator jokes too. Eyes black all over, except where eyes blue. And all this is clearly in America, but this one in particular, a lot of people want to know where I get this image from. That's in my studio. This image I got right here on my wall. Well, this is where it comes from. It comes from this web page we're looking at, Card Cow. This image is very telling. The title of this image, and this one's selling for $26. That girl had no taste. She always overdresses. Let's click on it. And this image is very telling because we see the red, white, and blue again. We see the red and white feathers in their bushes. They all got little cookie bush. They got hooped earrings on. She has a pearl necklace on. She has bangles on her legs. It's clear that these are not African Americans. It's clear that these are American Indians. From the bangles on the arms to the feathers, the red and white and the blue, we're looking at the same thing. Whether people know it or not, you gotta have a sharp eye. And see, I happen to be an artist, so my eye is pretty sharp than probably a lot of people. But I don't miss the small details. When I see the red and white and red, white and blue, and I see the arm bangles, and when I go to card cow, I realize I'm looking at the same thing here. These are indigenous Americans. These are American Indians. Even the feathered skirts, the arm bangles, the leg bangles, the pearl necklace, the hoops, the red, white feathers. It's not African culture. This is indigenous American culture. That girl have no taste. She always overdresses. Just a luxury tax girl, that's all. Clearly not Africans. American Indians. Printed in the United Kingdom about black Americans. Remember, we are looking at the black Americana section. This was printed in the United Kingdom about us. Yep. Printed in the European nation about black Americans. So there's one, and it's a lot of men here that gives up the truth. The toilet of Venus, a child in the pond. Secret of Venus. There you go. She or he, the child, just taking a bath in the pond. Indigenous person, black Americana. It's not African culture. Who's that a calling so sweet? Yeah, I do research in a lot of places. Like I try to research everything I can. I really don't. I don't discriminate against sources. Even sources people would discredit and say, "Oh man, that's not real research." This is history, my friend. Come on, it's lovely. It's lovely. Come on, it's lovely. It's Americans, black Americana. Like I say, they'll use racism against us, but a lot of times they tell on themselves with this racism. They will tell on themselves with this racism. Let's click through a few more. There's one in here. They actually got some children, some indigenous children, some black children, so-called black children, dancing around a totem pole. Some of them are kind of funny, like this one. Oh, my baby, my curly headed baby. Like, she whipping his ass. Some of this is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I look at all kind of stuff. Some people sensitive. Some people intimidated by materials they deem as racist or whatever. And, some people are overly woke. They just a little too woke. That your honey naked children. Okay, let's continue. Look, it's some more. It's one I wanted to show. I done, like I said, I done dug through most of these because I do my research in Sunny Dixie. I do my research like this a lot of time when I'm looking through images I want to use for thumbnails or images I want to use for subject matter. I go to sources like this. This is the type of source I use. Make way for the Kentucky. He didn't say make way for Zimbabwe. Southern staples. So they know you Nagas been here. And I'm going to show you some more that's telling they know you the indigenous people or so-called native people. They know it's you. Definitely know it in the United Kingdom. A black man cutting a fruit down in Dixie. It's a lot of these. So like you got to be a type of patient person. Negroes carrying freight, and you got to be a kind of patient person and calling through some of these out on bail, babysitting on large hay bale. Look, they making jokes out on bail. Lincoln's emancipation. Yeah, and the indigenous people. Cotton pickers. Give us the rind. Ain't gonna be no rind. Christmas black children staring at large turkey or something. Roll call at a black school. February 25th, 1908. My granddaddy Black Jack Sr. was born in 1918. This was 10 years before he was born. And they got his birth records wrong because he didn't have no birth certificate for real. Like, he was born in America with no birth certificate. He definitely ain't come on no ship. Black Jack Sr. ain't come on no damn slave ship. Look, city, Skykill Haven. Skykill Haven, is that the city? I don't know where that's at. That could be an old name of one of our old indigenous cities, and they done changed it. Look at some more. What that was. Look, a Florida barber shop. I'm in Florida. A Florida barber shop. It's some of these more giving away the secrets about your indigenous history. Never sold a mule behind his back. A Negro wedding down south. The knockers don't do that no more. Sad. Look at all them knockers. That look like a prestigious wedding. Wonder what's the date on that one. Yeah, this is real history. These are real postcards. And like I said, they got the dates on some of them. Give you an idea of the time frame. Because all this is pertaining to your history and your ancestors. Lollipops and chocolate drops in Dixieland. My question is, where the red man at? Salute. Where the red man at in all these times? Nowhere to be found. And definitely ain't no collector's items. The collector item is always the Naga. Look at that. Who they calling pickaninnies? 8 little pickaninnies kneeling in a row. Pickaninny was the Indian tribe last time I checked. Wait a minute, let me go back one. Hold on. Previous. Go back. I missed some. I passed something a little too fast. Look at that. Uncle Tom's Cabin. Why these people kill me? I'm gonna say Uncle Tom's Cabin. Hell nah. Typical Southern Negro home. Look at that. $1909. 9 years before my granddaddy was born. It's typical Southern Negro home. Oh, they want to slow my computer up a little bit now. My old log cabin. They say, yeah, your ancestors came from Africa. Well, that's the biggest lie I ever told, man. Y'all all slaves and you came on this shit, man. Any of us that was slaves, you enslaved us where you found us. And you tried to make us slaves. These folks, boy. 1932 on that one. Look at this. Yeah, I clicked on this one. Negro building. And look at the name. Chill how we part. You can't. That is not an African word. That's a con word. That's con language there. That's indigenous American language. Chill. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. That's clearly an Indian word, man. Negro building. Look at this. This is a castle. First off, let's start right there. Let's start right there. That this is just not just a Negro building. This is a Negro castle. Look at the arched windows that you can't even replicate today very well. Look at the masonry. Look how well dressed everybody is. Negro building. Chillowy Park, National Conservation Exposition Grounds, Knoxville, Tennessee. Is it a date? Let's see if we can get a date. Might not got no date on this one. Black rare. It's pretty rare. What a red rare at? What a fake ass red man rare? Don't exist. Knockers don't even know we in our ancestral land. We in our sacred land, in our homes. And we got all these visitors over here with us. And we don't really even understand that the American is us. All these descendants of colonizers and descendants of foreigners over here claiming to be American. The whole time the American is you and I. They want to be us. Everybody want to be an American. It ain't but one American. And he looking like this, very black. Very, very so-called black.
Darkness, everybody. Everyone.
That's who the American is. That's who the Khan is. All these other people are descendants of Europeans, descendants of Frenchmen, descendants of everybody else. I don't care if they were born here. If a polar bear was born in the forest, that don't make him a grizzly bear. Now he's still a polar bear. He was just born in the forest. He was just a white polar bear born in the forest. He don't get to say he's an American now. You ain't indigenous to America. It's only one American. It's the Naga. A Florida boot black shoe shine boy. Dang, boy, they got a lot to say about Florida. I'm feeling some type of way. Headshot a black woman with short hair with her pearls on. Black boy in a tree. It's a couple of other ones I wanted to come across that I wanted to show y'all, proving your indigenous identity through their racism. She hit him upside the head with a guitar look like. She got the feathers in her hat. Look at this. This is crazy. Truth is stranger than fiction. Why tell a lie? I was gonna use this one for a show. I probably still gonna use it for a show later, but I'm gonna mess with some nigga's head when I use this one. Truth is stranger than fiction. Tell me about it. Sambo doesn't love me, I soon know. Well, this is one in particular I wanted to show y'all. I ain't came across it yet. I'm gonna keep strolling. Like the one with the totem pole, it used to be at the beginning, but I see they done moved stuff around. It's probably way back up in the search now. It's La America, the Art Deco Blackface Cafe. La Marique Nigre. Yeah, I know they don't move that totem pole back. I had it on. I actually already did a live stream pointing that totem pole out, but I got so many videos. It's way back in the catalog somewhere. I have to dig it up. I'm going on 1,000, pushing down to 1,000 videos soon. We'll click a few more to see if I come across it. But Y'all more than welcome to search some of this stuff on your own. I done used a couple of these already. Waiting for a bite in Florida. See, they always got little alligator jokes about Nagas in Florida. I noticed that. Little racist jokes. They talking about they used to gator bait. They talking about the black babies was gator bait and all this crazy stuff that they be saying. 7 Up, Florida. I already know who the West Indians of Florida is. Dad and his kids. Yeah, they destroyed that. Yeah, that's the first thing they targeted with our people, and we was goofy enough to fall for it. Working hard for the family dinner in Dixieland. They out there fishing. Yeah. All right, we got a few more I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna pull up. Like I said, there's a couple of things I want to point out about a few of these. Some of the stuff I already used. A darky's prayer. Southern Express, drying cotton. They call her old mammy. Yeah, they had to put that one with the totem pole way at the back. I'm gonna dig it back out though. Look at that black shit. How they stole your land right here. A black sharecropper family. Sharing who are you sharing your crops with? Well, they brought you some trinkets from Europe. Trading out your land for a couple trinkets out of Europe. I thought you was a slave. How you end up being a sharecropper? Look, old slave block, St. Louis. Look at that building. And then they'll turn around and tell you the Negroes built it because it was our building that y'all took. Of course we built it. I ought to be coming up to this particular few. Like, man, they like to move. I see like these internet searches, they start to be on us. Like they know it's more and more people starting to understand this history because you can tell it's affecting the algorithm in the Google searches and stuff, and they trying to combat it. They trying their hardest to combat what's going on, but they're not gonna be. It's too late. They're not gonna be able to combat this. This is not a movement. This is a search for truth, and people ain't taking no for an answer. They can try to shut channels down, try to withhold information. All that do is just make that just make people like me work hard and dig harder to find what I know is there because I already seen it. A lot of people wonder why I speak so confidently about the stuff I talk about because they just don't understand the depth of the studies that some people are willing to go to. Look, the contest. Hey, one thing about Florida, they got to knock about to fight the alligator. Nagas in Florida ain't really scared of no alligators because we so used to it, even though they dangerous not. but like, don't get me wrong, I ain't trying to get ate by no alligator, but they got all these jokes. It's hilarious to me. Look, an all alligator lunch at Florida. See, man, these racist jokes. Well, let them keep talking these racists about the alligators. They gonna slip up and tell on themselves. And I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Look, alligator bait. See, black children sitting on a log. The home stretch by riding alligator. Come on down, I'm waiting for you in Florida. Come on down, I'm waiting for you in Florida. With ambush predator. Ambush predator. See, ambush predator gonna see this shit. Ambush predator gonna be like, see, man, I'm definitely not going fishing with your ass down there in Florida, Blackjack. I get it, Monaga. I get it. They do be out there. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me stroll up. It's one more about these alligators. Where it's at. Where it's telling the truth. I posted it on my community section. This particular one I'm looking for. If I don't see it, I might just go to the community section and put it up, because even though we on the page right now trying to put it up, like I said, they be moving stuff around. Especially it seemed like right after I exposed some stuff, they move it around. Look at that, a black male, a case of black male in black Americana now. They not in Africa. Got the hoop ring in his nose. These are telltale things that I'm very aware of. Oh, you always got a feather something going around. I'm very aware of these things. I know most people don't even catch some of this stuff. See if I can find that one where it said. I think we got to be getting close by it. I gotta pull that one with the totem pole. Some of y'all, if y'all been with me for a long time, y'all remember what I'm talking about when I say that one with the totem pole. And I was like, wow, I'm surprised they got this on here. Or maybe I spoke too soon, they done removed it. And this is another one with an alligator I'm still trying to get to. Look at that. Alligator border greeting family. The sunny south. But I just about all these I clicked on. I took a thorough look at it, even though I'm skipping past a lot of them. A lot of these I already done looked at thoroughly, for real. Just cause I that's like I said, that's the way I do my investigating, man. I be investigating on look at that. Who's a nigga? Boys fighting. Negro idlers waiting for jobs. Black men in a rustic cabin. Young black man on a horse. Who told that nigga he can get on the horse? Wide open, a hearty welcome awaits you in Florida. Honey, come down, we's waiting for you in Florida. Waiting for a bite in Florida. Alligator bait. Got him. Got him.
Sit your $5 ass down. Got him.
So they got him. Alligator eyes 3 children. That ain't it. Just keep going, a couple more. This is one in particular. Like, it's more, like I say, it's more than one in particular. Black baby and American flag. They let you know he's the American. Always got that feather. Always got the feather in your hat. Thanksgiving morning in the South. That's so. Their ancestors been here since the beginning of time. Little do you know. I can't believe it seemed like it seemed like this the few in particular I'm looking for they was not this far back. Feather in the hat. That's why I know they, cause it's like 3 or 4 of them like this one here, the Dawn of Love. Look, he's in the loincloth. He's in the loincloth just like the I like this too. I was gonna print this one out on the poster to hang on my wall. And that's why I say, see them sitting on the gator, then make like we were being eaten by them. Don't make sense. Yeah, I know, right? They throwing their racist undertones in there. Let's see if I can find this other one. Oh yeah, look at these ones. I've used these ones too. Black boy carrying flower and cactus. Look at what he got on the feather loincloth. He got the bangles on his ankles, bangles on his arms. He got a hoop earring on that you can see right there. And that could be even possibly a little girl. She got the feathers in her hair, on her crown. She got the hoop earrings, the bangles on her arms. She's walking the Turtle Island, Managa. Yeah, they know you've been here since the beginning of time. They know you are the American. Feather in the hat, feather in the hat. Your ancestors just couldn't let it go. They was like, okay, you want us to assimilate? All right, we'll start dressing different, but we're gonna at least put a feather in our hat, let you know who we are. Look me over, girls. Americana, hoop earrings. Look me over, girls. There's a dark man coming into your life. I'm gonna use that. Sound like a smooth player line there. I might have to try it out and see if I can snatch me up a little honey. Hey man, I'm a dark man coming into your life, baby. She gonna say, wait, this lame nigga. Now I got a loincloth on, holding chicken. Not African culture by a long shot. I studied African culture. I studied African culture better than a lot of Pan-Africanists. That's what's so funny about this all. I know the culture that they claim better than they do. Let me see. If I don't see this alligator one on the next 3, I'm going to just put it up on my community post because I already got it. Look at this one. The proof is in the pudding. Wow. Come on now. Look at this now. I need to use this on something too. The proof is in the pudding. Indigenous knock. They got a top hat down here. Looking like the so-called savage. Got the Kodak black dude. It's Americana. That's a con right there. So a lot of people don't know what they be looking at, man. I'm very aware. I stay very aware of what the culture is. Everything we do today and everything that we did yesterday, and I make my comparisons. And I don't even be needing nobody to tell me. I don't need no fake historian to tell me nothing. I can see for myself. I got like good eyes, good vision, third eye point of view intact. I'm not brainwashed and indoctrinated. I can look and make up my own mind. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull at least one of these other ones up that I was looking for. That one about the alligator. I got it in my community post, but they got all this like they hijacked through in front of it. Cause that's why I didn't have to go back this far. I'm on like the 45th page. I'm just clicking through real fast. Free lunch in the Everglades, Florida. Southern Negro Cabin, Tuskegee students at O'Brien's in Waverly, New York. Tuskegee, you know that's American Indian word, alligator bait. Drop in a hearty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it up. Uncle Tom. I'm gonna have to just go to my community post real quick because I see clearly that one say free lunch in the jungle. Yeah. All right, last one if it ain't on this one community post. I know damn well it was earlier in the search in this. Like I say, it's so crazy how they can do all this to try to hide stuff, but man, it don't work because they don't know. Like Me, I even though I gotta go to work in the morning, I'll stay up all night clicking through this stuff. They don't know what kind of person I am. They don't know I don't be giving a damn. And I'll be up 4, 5 in the morning clicking through research and still go to work at 7. I don't give a shit. I do not give a shit.
You know I'm not gonna stay ready.
About them trying to hide stuff, thinking that junk gonna do something. I ain't gonna do nothing. Stroll on down like this. This image come from there too. Feather in the hat. Clearly he's a tobacco Indian. You're looking at the same thing. He got a headdress on. He done been assimilated somewhat. But he says, you know what? I go on and assimilate because I'm flyer than y'all anyway. I show y'all how to rock the European style better than you can. And I'm going to throw a feather in my hat. And I'm going to still smoke my tobacco pipe because I'm a con. A lot of people can't see these things. A lot of people can't see this stuff. Their eyes don't. They so busy caught up in their mundane modern day life. They miss the forest for the trees. They can't slow down and smell the roses. They can't always notice the feather in the hat. But I gotta work too, just like everybody else. But this one said Florida natives on this postcard. This where they came from. This comes from a Black Americana site. This where I got this image here from. It's telling you who the natives is. Florida natives. They just did all that alligator play with you. Come on down, gator bait. Come on down and have a bite to eat and all this here. And then you click. You got. It's sad that I wasn't even trying to waste too much time and continue clicking through stuff. Hey man, who's calling me this time of night, man? Let me see, man. I don't even know who calling me this time of night while I'm live. It's 11:30 at night. Somebody calling my phone while I'm live. Well, they'll be all right. I don't feel like talking. I feel like talking to y'all, not them, whoever that is. But yeah, it's so I had to click through over 45 pages, and I still ain't come up with this one, even though it's in that search somewhere. Like I said, they done moved it around. I be knowing what I'm looking for. Like I ain't just talking crazy on here. I know what my research was trying to pull. But like I say, sometimes these folks got all the games. They got all the games and everything else, and they'll do whatever they can to hide stuff. I say Florida natives, they tell you, they talking about the alligator and they talking about the naga sitting right there fishing. And they say Florida natives. Look, on the shore of Puerto Rico, who? The Nagas. Y'all think them people that y'all calling Puerto Ricans today, y'all think they indigenous to there? Nope. Nope. It don't matter where you, I keep telling y'all every time I do a live stream with a new area or where someone we visit at, every piece of land in America is the stronghold of the Naga. It don't matter if you're talking about Puerto Rico. It don't matter if you're talking about Venezuela. It don't matter where you're talking about, Honduras, Brazil, Florida, Georgia. It don't matter. Canada. All of this was the stronghold of the Naga. That's why I can pick out any place. I can pick out any country in the Americas. I can pick out any city. I can dig into it and I can prove to you that the indigenous people was Nagas. I've done it too many times. I've done it too many times. They trying to hide that gator. They say, dang. They say Blackjack exposing it. They say, yeah, get rid of that one. There's some powerful people against us. I wouldn't be surprised. They took that down. Somebody woke and said, yeah, that you don't need to have that on there. Just like they tried to change the color of that image. And all in gator lunch in Florida. Tell the truth, what about the Florida natives? Why you hide that one? I'm on page 49, it ain't there yet, and I know it was way earlier than that. I mean, like, I'm not surprised of the lows that some of these people would resort to. Hey, somebody's really blowing my phone up tonight. Somebody really blowing me up tonight. I don't feel like none of that shit. Sometimes you just don't want to be bothered, you feel me? Sometimes people don't get the message though. Like, I don't blow people's phone up. If I call somebody and they don't answer, you know, I just be like, well, they either busy or they sleep or whatever. I don't jump to the conclusions. I was like, well, they'll just call me back. I'm not finna blow nobody's phone up. I ain't on that. I don't wonder why they ain't answer none of that shit. I just be like, oh well, motherfucker, call me back when you free. I ain't finna try to force nobody to answer their phone. That's goofy shit. It's a shame, man. They really done hit the Florida native postcard. I'm glad. See, and that's why I screenshot and I save a lot of this stuff because I know they tactics. And just like they done hit the one with the totem pole, I'm glad I did a show on it. I gotta look to see if I can find it, put it back up. This is sad that they gotta do so much and all these pages. It's in here somewhere that say done removed it for real. They either removed it or put it at the back or whatever they did. And it's like it was a few more. It was more than just that one that I wanted to show y'all. And see, like all the ones that I wanted to show y'all look like they done been moved. This is crazy. It's alright though, cause I got some of them saved in my phone like this one. I've used a thumbnail similar to this one before with a different image. Look at that. Truly here is a man after my own heart. They trying to call him accountable. A man after my own heart, you get it? Trying to call him a savage. He clearly American Indian. Look how he's dressed. And we are talking black Americana. Nobody who's supposed to be from Africa in America dressing like this. I know it's in here unless they just done really deleted it. They keep showing the same ones. This is crazy. This is crazy. Smoking moose meat. This is crazy though how they move stuff around with this internet shit, man. That's why knockers got to get on. They showed that one twice in a row, 3 times, and they ain't showed that particular one. They showed that again, that again. It's crazy. And this is why I've been doing this research so long. Like that's why I know how to just go right to this kind of stuff. I just been doing it for a long time. Look, they're talking about my home city, Jacksonville, Florida, where y'all be seeing me in the river on the boat, joyriding on the St. Johns River, Jacksonville, Florida. That one got sold. They say them knockers on the joyride in Jacksonville. Alligator bait, Miami, Florida. Look, Natchez, Mississippi, Old South Cafe, Natchez Indians, the Natchez Indian tribe. We did a live stream on the Natchez Indian tribes. A lot of them got enslaved and sent to work the sugarcane fields in Haiti. Now they got down there in Haiti. The French got them down there in Haiti, start calling them African Americans, and all in the Caribbean. Them Natchez Indians. Passionist colored mission. I said I was gonna dig into that. A passionist colored mission in Fairfield, Alabama. Now they in a mission trying to preach Jesus on your ancestors. Yeah, they really did try to hide that shit. Look at that. Pleasure of the smoke. You know, you inherited tied to tobacco. The American Indian is forever tied to tobacco. Fell in his hat. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to close this show out, man. I just wanted to get with y'all, man, and show y'all some of this stuff, and you realize you gotta open your eyes to more than just that same old type of research, and thinking that it's only one way to understand your history. Understand your history is hidden. Your history was definitely hidden from you. Smarties and cool land. They called you. See, they called you a smarty and cool land. They jealous. Look how nicely dressed they was. Brother got a suit on. Mom dressed fly with some kind of nice dress on, look like it's some kind of fur on there. And she got the feathers in her hat. Yeah, I use a lot of this stuff. That's why some people be wondering why look at that minstrel show. Rural black family. That kind of remind me. This right here kind of remind me of this kind of remind me of something. I got y'all. Let me show y'all. This kind of remind me of this right here. This old picture I got, I done showed y'all before of my ancestors on the porch. My dad as a baby. My grandma, my great grandma, my grand auntie on the porch back in the 1900s. That what that remind me of when I see that. Look like home. Look like look like my family, my naga. Just an extension of that. I know where I come from. I know where a lot of y'all come from too, whether you know it or not. Waiting for a bite. They trying to do anything. They like, dang, this naga still searching. I know he got to go to work in the morning. They like we ain't gonna show you. Saving Sinner seen alone in Mississippi. See, they got you believing in that old Zeus, that Jesus. Yeah, they double loading some of the same stuff over and over again. They say this naga live. They say this naga finna show that totem pole. I hope that totem pole pop up. A man and an alligator. It's always the naga. That naga killing the turtle look like. A fine opening for a southern youth. I thought he was African. Nah, he from the south. A man freed by crocodile. I'ma find that damn totem pole, and if it's still for sale, I'ma just buy it. I'ma definitely print it out. I should have printed it out when I had it the first time on the poster that one with that totem pole. I should have been printed it out. I will find it though. Y'all know me. I will find it. Blackjack leaves no stone uncovered. I know that about me. Look, hold tight. Oh, looks pretty indigenous to me. Look how that dress. And let me guess, in Florida, with they spears. Who came from Africa with a spear? Yeah, Black Americana. Wink, wink. African Americans. Disclaimer, we really mean African Americans. Disclaimer, that's what they really meant back in the 1900s. Bitch, you wasn't even alive. How the fuck you gonna say what they meant? The shit called Black Americana. The shit ain't called Black African Americana. That bitch called Black Americana. We don't need you telling us what you think it meant. In parentheses. Taking it easy in Florida. Similar knock, all you need is a feather in that top hat. They probably call the naga similar. The naga's probably telling them, man, well, nah, we sees a shim. They probably tell them shim, they start calling naga similar. Yeah, they hiding it deep. It's so many. It's hundreds of these. It's hundreds of pages with these on them. I'm gonna dig through every last one on them. I'm gonna bullshit at work tomorrow digging through these, man, because I don't like the fact that they hid it. I thought I was gonna be able to, because I know where it's at. Like I thought I was gonna be on to hop on my live stream and just pull that shit up. They put a wrench in my plan. Even though I'm glad I already had it saved, still. A trip on the brandy. But it's a couple of them that I'm not seeing here no more. And I don't like that shit. Because they trying to hide history, trying to hide the past. Yeah, definitely done hit. They done definitely hit them, y'all. I'm gonna go through and get them. Yeah, it's pushing 12 o'clock. We got 20 minutes to 12. I ain't gonna run this thing all night. I gotta be up in a few hours. I can't believe they hid this shit though. This is cowardly. I mean, to try to cover up and hide history, and you know, a lot of people say the winners won history. That's some bullshit. The colonizers rewrote history. They ain't write history. They rewrote history, and then they cowards. They got to try to cover up the truth, the triumph, expecting to bite. They got to try to cover up the truth. And they always showing you with these watermelons. Same time they want to call you a slave from Africa. But notice when you looking in Africa, ain't nobody over there eating watermelons. That's some American nigga shit. Yeah, they high and shit, man. Some coward shit, man. That's why we got to get on point. We got to get on code. They not hiding it from nobody. No, they not hiding it from the rest of the world. They hiding it from you. They power in keeping you ignorant. They power in ruling your land is the fact that you don't know it's your land. That's the power. When it's not everybody. They don't give a damn what the rest of the world know. They don't want you to know. And some of this stuff gonna just keep continuing to slip through the cracks. Hey man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. If you enjoyed the show, man, if you're learning something new, man, stay tuned. We're gonna always try to bring something new to the table every time, man. Cause it's plenty. I mean, we barely scratching the surface. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. It's so much that we can go on for days with this stuff. Her first lesson, my nigga. We can go on for days with this. We can go on for years, actually. We already been going a long time. And we've been putting in a whole lot of work at the House of Cons. More work than most. One thing we can say, we done put in more work than most. And we're going to continue to put in the work. But we just going to be a little bit more diligent, a little bit more diplomatic about how we do stuff. One of the reasons I'm moving stuff on the Patreon like this is because I was on the thin line of getting my channel deleted because, you know, people be hating on the content that we put out. Some people get in their feelings about the material that we put out. They disagree. They go to saying hate and they reporting. And even if I might win 90% of the time and they say, nah, this ain't hate speech, this just a guy talking about history. But some of them times they let it slide through the crack and they let them people win. And they say, you know, I got 2 or 3 strikes, and it's almost at the point of me getting my channel knocked off. And that's a castle right there. Street Baptist Church, Birmingham, Alabama. And that's why I cut back on the content. A lot of people don't really understand why I did that. I started not to bring no new content at all until the end of May, until these strikes expire and stuff. Because, you know, you got haters on here, and them haters gonna look just like us. A lot of times they gonna be our people. They just think they somebody else, and they in their feelings because the truth getting exposed. You know, like the Pan Africans and the wannabe Moors, they getting in their feelings, reporting. You know, and then they want to try to strike your boy out. It'll be our own people that do it to us. It won't. Yeah, they done moved that. I'm at the end, I think, y'all. Yep. Yeah, I'm at the end. They done removed it. They done removed the totem pole and that one. That's crazy. That's the end. Out of 2,144 items, we just glossed over all of them. They clearly removed this one, the Florida native one, and they removed the totem pole one. And there's a few more that was in there that I wanted to show y'all. That was in reference to our true history and who we truly are. Like I say, it won't be long before they start to take all this stuff down. So we got to do what we got to do to keep the message going. Hey, I'm Blackjack, this House of Cons. I appreciate y'all joining the Patreon, man. Salute to everybody in the house tonight. And we got more information coming later on this week. I'm going to get with y'all later. Peace.